Hanaz Writers. Podcast 38. How AI can help writers transform a single story idea into an entire creative ecosystem. Introduction. Welcome back to the Hanaz Writers podcast. In our previous episode, we explored how writers can use AI to overcome creative blocks, maintain motivation, and stay productive throughout long-term writing projects. We discussed how artificial intelligence can support writers during difficult moments and help them maintain momentum throughout the creative journey. Today, we want to explore another exciting opportunity that AI is creating for writers, a possibility that goes far beyond simply writing a book. Because in today's digital world, a single story idea no longer needs to remain a single product. One idea can become many things: a book, a podcast, a digital product, a community, a learning platform, and even an entire creative business. Today, we will explore how writers can transform a single story idea into a complete creative ecosystem with the help of AI. The traditional view of storytelling. For many years, writers viewed stories as individual projects. A writer had an idea, wrote a manuscript, published a book, and then moved on to the next project. This model still works, but today's creative landscape offers much larger opportunities. Modern audiences consume content in many different forms. They read books, listen to podcasts, watch videos, join online communities, and participate in interactive experiences. This means that a strong story idea can now expand far beyond its original format. Every story contains multiple opportunities. One of the most important mindset shifts for modern writers is understanding that every story contains multiple creative opportunities. Imagine a writer develops a fantasy novel. Traditionally, the goal would be simple: finish the book and publish it. But today, that same story could also become a podcast series discussing the world and characters, a digital guide explaining the story universe, a membership community for readers, a collection of bonus content, a series of educational materials about storytelling techniques, or even future interactive experiences. The original story becomes the foundation for a much larger creative ecosystem. AI as an expansion tool. This is where AI becomes extremely valuable. Many writers have ideas for expanding their work, but they often lack the time, resources, or structure to develop those ideas. AI can help writers identify expansion opportunities. It can help generate new content ideas, develop supporting materials, explore audience interests, and organize creative projects. Instead of asking, "What book should I write?" writers can begin asking, "What ecosystem can I build around this idea?" Turning a book into multiple content streams. Let's consider a practical example. A writer creates a book. Traditionally, the project ends when the book is published, but with AI support, that same project can generate multiple content streams. The writer can create podcast episodes discussing themes from the book, blog articles exploring the creative process, digital resources related to the story, character profiles, world-building guides, reader discussions, and educational content for aspiring writers. Each piece strengthens the overall ecosystem, and each piece creates additional opportunities to reach new audiences. Building reader communities. One of the most powerful aspects of modern storytelling is community building. Readers no longer want only content. They often want connection. They want interaction. They want access to the creator behind the work. AI can help writers build and manage audience communities more effectively. Writers can create discussion groups, private memberships, creative workshops, reader engagement activities, interactive storytelling experiences. These communities become valuable extensions of the original story. They strengthen reader loyalty and encourage long-term engagement. Creating digital products. Another exciting opportunity involves digital products. Many writers possess valuable knowledge and creative expertise. A single story project can inspire additional products such as writing templates, story development guides, creative planning systems, online courses, digital workbooks, educational resources. AI tools can help writers organize, structure, and develop these products more efficiently. This creates additional value for audiences while generating new revenue opportunities for creators. The power of long-term creative assets. One of the biggest advantages of building a creative ecosystem is longevity. Books often have limited promotional windows, but ecosystems continue growing. A podcast can attract new listeners, a community can continue expanding, digital products can remain available for years, new projects can connect back to earlier work. Instead of creating isolated projects, writers begin building long-term creative assets. This creates stability and sustainability over time. How Hanaz Writers AI supports creative ecosystems. At Hanaz Writers, we believe writers should think beyond individual projects. Our tools are designed to support every stage of creative development, from idea generation to story expansion to refinement to creative exploration. But beyond writing itself, we encourage writers to see larger possibilities. A story is not only a story, it can become a platform, a community, a collection of products, and a foundation for future growth. AI helps writers explore those possibilities with greater confidence and efficiency. The future of creative entrepreneurship. As technology continues to evolve, writers will increasingly become creative entrepreneurs. They will build brands around their ideas, communities around their stories, and ecosystems around their creativity. Artificial intelligence will help simplify many aspects of this process, but success will still depend on imagination, authenticity, and the ability to create meaningful value for audiences. The future belongs to creators who can combine storytelling with strategic thinking. Final thoughts. As we conclude episode 38, we encourage every writer listening today to think bigger. Look beyond the manuscript. Look beyond a single book. Ask yourself, what else could this idea become? What audience could it serve? What community could it build? What ecosystem could it inspire? Because in today's creative world, one story can become much more than a story. And with the support of AI, the possibilities are greater than ever before. In episode 39, we will explore another exciting topic: how writers can use AI to understand audience behavior, identify reader interests, and create stories that build stronger connections with their readers. Until next time, keep writing, keep building, and keep shaping the future of storytelling with Hanaz Writers AI.